Well, hi Robin with Oxy-Dry, and here I am. This is actually a repeat customer. I cleaned this carpet about, I think about 3 years ago, and although the carpet, I just vacuumed everything and the carpet looks wonderful. There's no obvious thinning or soiling appearing on this carpet. The customer, she just decided it was time to do a maintenance cleaning, so no obvious soiling on this carpet at all, actually. So we're going to give it a clean. This will be a single step. I won't be needing to pre-scrub anything. I'll be using the green stripe rayon pad on this carpet. This would be a nylon. It's 9 years old, exactly, apparently. Overall, it's actually in pretty darn good shape. A little bit of wear here and there, but nothing drastic, although there's a burn right there. And it's going to be a pretty straightforward, an easy job. I don't have to move anything. And we've got some, about 3 bedrooms up here. Master bedroom, 2 bedrooms, hall, and closet in the master bedroom. And then downstairs I've got a couple of decent sized bedrooms, and 2 sets of stairs. So it's a decent job. And of course, it's going to clean just fine. I just saw a spot. Just under the edge of the cabinet there. Oh, good. Anyway, yeah. And of course, we have we're using the SETT method, which is soil extraction transfer technology. And as I've said in many videos, the key is and I'm shower feeding, which means that I'm going to be applying the solution as I clean from the tank. And the key to this is to apply the correct amount, which, as the operator, I am watching the carpet, and I can actually feel, by the way, what's happening on the carpet to a certain extent up the handle, because if I were, so for example, to run too dry, there are occasions when I will feel this, although pretty rare because I'm so used to doing it this way, but if I were to run too dry, I will very quickly notice it, because I will immediately feel the drag, and it will sort of transfer back up the handle. I will literally feel the machine, and that's one of the reasons I like using the shower feed, is because I can really almost sense what's going on the carpet. Spidey sense. As I'm doing it this way, and so and obviously, as I mentioned to oh yeah, it's burned, to Brandon the other day, and he made that really funny meme with the fly, which I caught in my the vacuum of my upholstery cleaning head. But anyway, as I mentioned, I was talking to him about these things, and I said, actually, in that video, I think something about I said you can't clean without water, but water is your enemy. And what I meant by that, of course, was that you need to be always aware of the amount that you're applying, that you don't overdo it, but also you don't want to underdo it. And that's, of course, what that means. And that's to do with Because if you apply too much, and you can even apply too much when you're using a pad system, you can over wet the carpet and end up with wicking. And you don't want to do that. So, and when you're doing furniture, of course, you can really run into difficulty, serious problems, if you over wet certain fabrics, because if it takes too long to dry, then you can end up with bleeding and yellowing, and you don't want any of these problems. So water is you can't clean without water, but water is your enemy, and you always have to have that sort of in the back of your mind, as what I was meaning by that. Pay attention is what I'm saying. Pay attention to what you're applying or not applying, and think about what you're doing. Of course, you can see I'm going right along the edge without any problem at all. So easy to control and maneuver without the slightest effort. I talk about, I don't know if I mentioned it for a while, but many times I've said in the past that using the rotary is it's like dancing. You're dancing with a beautiful woman. Although my wife and I don't really dance, we have done a little bit at a wedding or two. We actually, come to think of it, we actually did I forgot about that. We did Scottish line dancing. Is that what they call it? Line dancing? Scottish? No, Highland dancing. That's what it was. We did that with another couple for about a year. We had the dancing shoes and everything, and they do the dance to Scottish jigs and all that, and that was actually pretty fun. Good exercise too, of course, and it was something that we were, we kind of did together, and it was kind of different. We learn there's very specific dances that and moves that you do, and they all have different names and everything. It's not just standing there and jumping around. There's actual patterns that you follow and things like that. It's actually very intellectual, actually, because you've got to remember how to do all these different patterns and whatever. Yeah. But anyway, we haven't done that for a few years now. Actually, yeah, the couple that we were doing it with, he was a friend of mine, ours, I guess, and actually he passed away, and it was like 10 years, was it 10 years ago? My goodness, time flies. Yeah, it was literally, yeah, it was pretty sad. Anyway, I miss that guy. He was quite a character, but he had a good heart. Anyway. So this is going pretty fine, pretty quick. And of course I will be post vacuuming this one. I haven't had to pre-spray anywhere actually with this job. No, nothing from the trigger sprayer anyway. But there are some sprouts which I have to address. Actually, there's two right over there. One. Two. And then there was some right over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Park those over there. I'll pick them up with the vacuum afterwards. This is actually my third job of the day. I didn't record the one in between here. It wasn't conducive to doing that. There was actually a polyester area rug there, and it was really blackened up in one area in particular. And it was only a year old, and I was sure that it wasn't gonna do well, but it actually did, surprisingly well. It turned out that it was, I think, mostly oils from the doggy. But whilst I was there, it was in the garage, and I had to go and plug in over in a corner of the garage. There was a bunch of junk in the way, and anyway, I got the machine plugged in, and I was coming back and had to maneuver over and around a bunch of stuff, and there was a couple of 5-gallon pails, and I stepped over, and I don't know exactly what happened, but somehow I managed to get my foot hung up, and I went down, and I went down hard, and in fact, it was weird. It was like all of a sudden everything went into slow motion, because I thought, oh my, I am going to hit the ground, and I'm going to hit the ground hard, because I was literally airborne, and I knew it. And I suddenly realized 200 or so pounds as you're going to hit the ground, and I am not going to be able to stop this from happening. But I had one chance, and I knew it. There was like a big roof rack thing or something for, I think it was for the truck or the Jeep or something like that. It was like a frame, and it was up probably about maybe a foot or two off of the concrete floor. And I knew if I could grab that on my way down, I would be able to break my fall. But I also knew that if I missed it, I would probably hit that thing real hard with probably my face, actually. Like this was all running through my head while I'm in the air. I'm heading for the ground, And I'm thinking, oh boy, I better not miss that, because this will make a, I knew that this could be a serious situation. Anyway, I did get it. I grabbed it, and you know, I just hit it hard, and I was able to stop myself, you know, with my arms before I actually hit the ground. Didn't actually hit the ground, but I caught myself, you know, going down, almost like, you know, the what I call those, the uneven bars, kind of like one of those scenarios. But my left wrist, I guess my sudden weight hitting my left wrist, it's not terrible, but it's feeling it a little bit. When I move it a certain way, I can feel it. But anyway, I'm very thankful that could have been bad. So injury, could have been an injury, could have been a bad one. That I don't need. So anyway, we've got to be careful. I thought I was being careful, but I guess it was actually the handle of the 5-gallon pail that sort of grabbed my foot. I lifted my foot up and over, and yeah, it was just not a good snare. They hadn't really made the garage functional for me to clean the area rug in. They had a bunch of junk all over the place, so anyway, I survived, thankfully. So we're going to go over here, and we're going to take a look and see what the pad looks like. Should be interesting. What do you know? Hardly anything. Kind of what I thought. Alright, I'll let you go. Thank you for watching, and have a good day.